There's no words. Let's talk about Shallon Lester. When I discovered Shallon was when she did her video on the whole Jordan, Kylie, Chloe situation. And I personally really loved the way that she analyzed her body language and how she just really went in and dissected every single little bit of that interview and really broke it down for us, the viewers. For me personally, I had not come across somebody that did it in that way, in a way that I could stay and watch the video throughout. In fact, I watched that video multiple times, and from there I was hooked. I subscribed to her channel and I've been watching pretty much all of her videos since. She was so unapologetic for who she was and the things that she was saying. In a weird way, it had shock value to it because some of the things that she said were a little bit wild, but they weren't, at least in my mind, they weren't completely out of the ballpark of sanity. So I stayed and I continued watching. She would take celebrities' issues and their problems and what they're going through and try to take a lesson from it to teach to her viewers. I found that very interesting, and I also found her credible because she had stated that she was, you know, the editor of chief and editor. Don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure exactly what kind of editor she was, but she was pretty high up in, you know, a popular magazine publication that she moved out to LA specifically to pursue the glitzy, glamoury lifestyle. According to her, she has many connections and many points of information and many things to borrow from when it comes to her videos and to the information that she puts in her videos. I don't know how to word this correctly, but a few days ago I watched this YouTube channel that I had recently discovered. I had binge watched a few of his videos because I really liked them. The person that runs it, his name is Diego. I think his last name is Wallace. I'm not 100% sure. I'll try and link his video in the description below because his video was the first one that I saw and the only video that I've seen so far that had something in it that made me completely change my mind about Shaolin. When I say that, I want you guys, everybody that's watching this video, to keep this in mind as well. Good people can do bad things and bad people can do good things. That is where people get confused. That is where people are kind of led astray when it comes to being tricked by who people say they are. I personally feel that I was tricked in a way by Shallon, because when I watched Diego's video, he played a clip of Shallon. In the past year that I've been subscribed to Shallon, I have not seen this clip of her, because if I had seen this clip of her in her YouTube video, I would have unsubscribed the second I saw it, because this clip to me is so disgusting. I don't see a context where anybody could say this and it be okay. So the clip that Diego played was Shallon, and she said something along the lines of, at least if effing ICE was called on my family or in my home or on my parents, something like that, at least my parents wouldn't be sent back to their effing country because I was born and raised here, or my family is from here. And that, to me, it was below disgusting. The lack of empathy and sympathy that you have to weaponize with your words the struggle of illegal immigrants in your country, there's no words. And I know that in Diego's video, he specifically focused on her points that she made about suicide from the video about Pete and his interview with, I think it was it Charlemagne the God or somebody like that. I don't remember exactly who. The things that Shallon said about Pete, I did watch the video. I wasn't listening super carefully to what she was saying, because the videos that I watch from her, I watch them for the things about boundary setting, about gaslighting, about knowing when people are bullshitting, knowing how to identify it and knowing how to deal with it, how to move and live successfully in the world in different contexts, in different circumstances. That's what I watched her videos for. The thing that she said about Pete, where She was reacting to an interview that he did that she clearly did not watch the entirety of, or maybe like me, she was passively watching it and she wasn't actually thinking about what she was seeing or what she was hearing. Because she said something about, why would you mention that you're not going to commit suicide if you were never going to do it? Like, why bring that up at all? So and so didn't ask for it. I don't even know what to say about that, because I find that evil. A life is a life, and pain is pain. That kind of pain, the pain that comes from contemplating suicide, the pain that comes from maybe attempting suicide, the pain that comes from even thinking about it and thinking about where it would fit in the lives of people around you, is such a painful thing to even begin entering your brain. That's not something that you joke about. That's not something that you criticize. Point blank period. That is not something that anybody has the right to comment on. That is not something that anybody has the right to speak on unless they themselves are offering comfort, empathy, love, support, or education, information, something along those lines. There's no words. You can't talk about people's struggles like that. So who are you to speak on these issues as if you are an authority, as if you are a psychiatrist, as if you have specialized in these subjects for years? Because I will tell you, people who have gone to school, people who do it the right way and learn the right way and do it for the right reasons, they would never say the things that you say. They would never say the things that you have said. I had so much more to say in this video, but I'm at a loss for words. There's nothing more that I can really say about this. I really, really liked her content. I really liked her as a person until I saw what she said about ICE, until my eyes were open to exactly the context and the circumstance of what she said about Pete talking about suicide. And for those of you who are part of the Shallon entourage like I was, please go and watch Diego's video. Like, come to your own conclusions about it. Look at the information. Initially, that clip of her talking about ICE, of her weaponizing the illegal immigrant struggle, it gave me Trump vibes. It did. It made me recoil. I was like, ugh. This is somebody that I've been watching. This is somebody that I've liked. This is somebody that I've been taking advice from. Even though her advice was still good, it still made me, it made me feel so disgusting on the inside, because I am a visible ethnic minority and my parents are immigrants. So Shallon, if you're watching this, please address this for the people who are discovering these videos and who are feeling hurt and upset by the things that you have said in your videos. If you can't defend yourself, please just apologize and take those videos down, because you don't want somebody, and I'm sure and I'm positive that you would not want somebody being pushed over the edge because of something that you have said in your videos. If you are part of the Shallon entourage and you did watch this video through its entirety, please leave a comment below and let me know what you think.